and I ran outside screaming and knocking into pedestrians around me, ignoring the doctor's pleas for me to stop. I stumbled and fell to the ground. When I picked myself back up again, I ran through the streets with my arms flailing around wildly until I reached the foot of a bridge and felt like I couldn't run any farther. Then I sank to my knees and let out a sob. Well, no, that's a lie. Maybe that's not exactly what happened. The fact of the matter is, in reality, people tend to be surprisingly calm when they hear news like this. When I found out my diagnosis, the first thought that popped into my head was that I was one stamp away from earning a free massage at the spa, and also that I shouldn't have stocked up on so much toilet paper and laundry detergent during my last shopping trip. But it wasn't long until I was overcome by a bottomless sadness. I was only 30 years old. Okay, I know that means that I've lived longer than Hendrix and Basquiat, but somehow I felt like I still had a lot of unfinished business. There must be something, I didn't know what, but something on this planet that only I was meant to accomplish. But I didn't really dwell on any of this. Instead, I wandered in a daze until I reached the train station, where I spotted a couple of young guys playing guitar and singing. "This life will someday have to end, so until that final day arrives, do what you want to do it, do all you can, that's how you face tomorrow." Idiots, I thought. Now that's what I call a complete lack of imagination. No wonder they're wasting their time singing and panhandling their lives away in front of this god-awful station. I was so angry I couldn't bear to wait around for the train listening to these two guys go on any longer, so I decided to head home on foot and take my sweet time to get back to my apartment. Once I reached home, I clattered up the stairs and opened the cardboard thin door to the cramped little space that I called home. It was then that the realization of the utter hopelessness of my situation finally caught up with me. The outlook was bad. I mean, literally, for I couldn't see a thing all of a sudden, and then I fainted right there on the doorstep. When I came to, I was still lying in the doorway. God knows how long I'd been there for. In front of me, I could make out the shape of a blurry, round, black-and-white ball with gray patches. The ball made a noise. Meow. That's when I realized it was a cat. But not just any cat. It was my cat, the one I've been living with for 4 years now. He came closer and let out another meow. I took this as a sign that he was worried about me, but since I wasn't dead yet, I righted myself and sat up. I still had a fever, and my head continued to throb. Then reality hit me again, and I realized this wasn't a dream. I really was sick. Then, out of nowhere, someone's voice bellowed from across the room. "Hello! So great to meet you!" I looked up, and there I was. I mean, it was me, standing there, looking at me. Although, technically, it couldn't be me because I was still sitting in the doorway to the apartment. Maybe it was someone who looked just like me, I thought. The word doppelganger sprang to mind. I had read something about this sort of thing in a book ages ago. There's another you who appears when you're about to die. Had I finally gone crazy? I wondered. Was my time already up? My head was starting to spin, but I knew I had to tackle whatever it was that was standing before me head on. Who are you? Who do you think? The angel of death? Close. Close? I'm the devil. The devil? Yes, the devil. And that's how, in a surprisingly low-key kind of way, the devil appeared in my life. Have you ever seen him? Well, I have, and he's not what you'd expect. The real devil doesn't have a scary...